Hello everyone, welcome back to Jack Scraps and thanks for joining me. I am Jackie and today I wanted to share with you my October dailies. So last year Pink Odd Bird provided prompts for the month. I actually got started late in the month and was only able to complete 2 weeks. I could have continued after October was over, but I decided to just stop because I wanted to move into Christmas crafts, and I may be doing the same thing this year. So these are the two like scrapbook journals that I created last year. I love how they turned out. I will have links for these down below in the description box. And I just wanted to kind of show you what I've done so far for this year. So on Pink Odd Bird's channel, I'll have that link down below. She provided the prompts for this year. Excuse the writing. I've been writing on my paper. I use this as a little check-off list. And she's also using the hashtag POBDaily20. So when you post anything on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, use that, and then it will keep all of our collections together for those working on the prompts, which is kind of nice because then you can see what everyone's doing. So here is my first week. I actually was really prepared and ready for October Daily. I couldn't wait to get started on it. I had all of my stash mapped out into what I was going to use. And then when it got here, it just seemed like I was taking forever in creating each of my layouts. So then weeks ended up going by for me to get 1 week done. And it's kind of disappointing, but I'm just kind of a strategic crafter like that, or I just take too long to, I'm not a fast crafter. I guess that's the way to say it. So I don't know if I'll be finishing all of the 30 prompts, maybe start on another week like I did last year, 2 weeks each year. You know, I don't know how you guys craft so fast out there. It's amazing, and I think it's fabulous. I just wish that I could do that. I just put too much thought into things sometimes, and it belabors me crafting, just like this conversation. So anyways, this is the cover of my first week. I really love it. I kept the format of the 6x12 layout for the journal. And I just like the awkward size for the Halloween season. So for day 1, you were supposed to spell out the word Halloween with washi tape. Well, I have my word here, and that's using cobweb washi tape. And then I also used washi tape here to spell out the word happy. That's the Heidi Swap green glitter that I got from Dollar Tree. And then I just used some of the craft cord or embroidery cord that I got from the Dollar Tree as well to make it look like a little banner. On the back, I put POBDaily20 to denote that this was for this year. And then I just created a scene of a haunted house. There's a gate in front of it, and then I put a dimensional pumpkin that we got from Target. And to make it more dimensional, I added grass in front of the gate and behind the gate, so then it actually looks like there's grass in front of the house, which turned out really well. I liked how that looked. And then for my writing, I added a little tag in between the 2 pillars here of the house. And then I just wrote out that I'm kind of continuing the Pink Odd Bird tradition. Now, when I do my layouts, I relate them to Halloween movies that I watch, so you'll see a lot of that in my layouts. So this was day 1. Day 2 is create a page with a drawing or element of your favorite person in a scary movie. Well, I really don't watch scary movies. I maybe watch a little bit of thrill movies, or I don't know. But this is about as scary as I get, I think. So I made an homage to Johnny Depp because I realized that many of the movies that I watch for Halloween are with Johnny Depp as the main character. So that's what I did. Here's my homage to him. Here he is in Sweeney Todd, Corpse Bride, Dark Shadows, Secret Window, Edward Scissorhands, and Sleepy Hollow. And so I made just like picture frames for all of them as if you were walking down a hallway. Because when I was creating this, I was halfway through it and realized I have a house on the front, and then each layout actually seemed like a room or hallway within the house. So it was kind of cool. I was kind of building on this throughout the whole layouts. So that was neat. That happened by osmosis. I love it when that happens. So I put all my picture frames here. The paper in the back is from My Mind's Eye. I got that last year from Tuesday Morning. And then, of course, I have Victoria here, and she's walking down the hallway seeing all of them. And I added a little statement that she says in Dark Shadows, "Sleeping flame, I summon thee, to your form return. Make the night as bright as day, and burn, baby, burn." I love that. Here I added a candle and some books, and this I just cut out on my Cricut Maker. Over here, I added one of these big wooden chests. And if you watch Sweeney Todd, he has a chest that looks just like this. I Googled until I could find one. And he hid a dead person in there, spoiler alert. And then his daughter also hid in there. So it's really a prominent piece in the movie. I put a little chandelier on top of that. Again, I cut that out with my Cricut Maker. And for the case, the chest, I actually put a little cut in here so that I could add my prompt and writing for the day. I think that turned out really well. I like that it just peeks out there a little bit, and added a couple enamel dots and this dimensional rat. I think this is a Jolie sticker. So that turned out really well. I just love that. I love Johnny Depp. Okay, on to day 3. So for this spread, I actually merged day 3 and 4 prompts together. So day 3 is what lies beneath your bed. And day 4 is make your own Halloween bat and give it a Halloween night story. So I had just watched all the Hotel Transylvanias. I love those. And so I wanted to do a tribute to that in my spread. And so what I created here was a bedroom, and I consider this to be Mavis's bedroom. She has some pictures on the wall. I used some tulle from the Dollar Tree here with the cobwebs on it to create a curtain. Added a Tim Holtz owl there to tie it back. Here is her bed. A little kitty here. That's a stamp set I had. And then I put a skull down here. I created this dresser, whatever, on my Cricut Maker. I love how that turned out. I stamped a little potion bottle here, added a candle sticker there. And then I created a mirror. This was actually a card in Cricut Maker or Design Space. And so on the back side, instead of cardstock, I used some foil cardstock and then made it a mirror. I created a window from my Cricut Maker using Design Space with some little bitty baby bats that came out of this frame here. I stamped a spider, and then I used some of the tulle and cut out just one of these spider webs. I think that evened out the layout with having some of the same material over here. And then I created a bat, a foil bat. He has some Velcro dots on him to keep it closed, and then you just attach him here with a Velcro dot as well. Now, if you watch Hotel Transylvania, you'll know that in the first movie, okay, spoiler alert, Drac, her father, is reading her, Mavis, a bedtime story. So the bedtime story goes like this. So you open the bat, and he has the prompt for number 4, make a bat and give a story. So the book that he's reading from is Tales of Humans, which I think is hilarious. And then he says, then the monsters ran away and were forced into hiding. But Harry, the human, found them and jumped out from under their bed and burned their clothes and beat their toes and took their candy. Well, Mavis runs and hides under the bed, and her dad, Drac, looks under the bed and she says, "Don't take my candy." And Drac says, "Baby Claus, you don't need to be frightened. I promised your mommy I would protect you forever." So that's my story for number 4 and my bat for day 4. What I've done here is I've created a bed and I put it on acetate so that I could flip it up. So we lift up the bed, and under my bed, I actually have my little card here with my writing on it, but you'll see Baby Mavis, and I also put some wood shoes because under my bed I have shoes, boxes of shoes. So I was able to tie in the story with the bat with having Baby Mavis here. She actually comes out. She's a little bitty baby. And my wood shoes for me. So I love how that turned out. So we have a little bit of dimension there with being able to put that on acetate. It just folds straight down, and then you can fold it up to stay open. Super cute. And then I made a little tag to write about her living under my bed with my shoes. So that is my spread for day 3 and 4. On day 5, it was, what are your favorite Halloween or fall activities? Mainly in the fall, I watch a lot of Halloween movies. So I made a tribute to movie time. I found an image of different movie DVD covers, and I cut out the word movie in them using my Cricut Maker here, added some ghosties from Hey Pumpkin, did a little bit of stamping, so I have it saying movie time here with the stamp, added some stickers from the Hey Pumpkin collection in between the letters, and a bat. And I wanted it to be like a living room, so I added some of this really pretty lace ribbon up here at the top. I was going to darken it, but then I kind of forgot. But I kind of like that this is a lighter spread, and that it's not so dark, because I even used a pink little couch here that I found in Cricut Design Space, and it already had this little lady and a cat that she's petting. So I cut that out, print and cut that. Her hand was hanging out off over the couch here, and so I put a witch's hat as if she was holding it and had just taken it off of her head. So I thought that was kind of funny. And then I added a little glitter black cat, and these foam stickers were from the Dollar Tree. Over here I created a TV using Cricut Design Space. I found an image of Carol Ann from Poltergeist, and I had just watched that movie, so I wanted to do an homage to that because I learned that she died at a very early age. I think she was in 14 or 15 when she died. It was sad. She contracted a disease, so very sad. So I wanted to do an homage to her. And then over here I created a stool, used some cobweb stickers from Hey Pumpkin, and of course we have Hocus Pocus, and behind that is the Addams Family, and then there's just some DVDs I used there. So that's everything on here, but I wanted to read what I have. So this is like the mom, and she says, "Carol Ann, move away from the television." And Carol Ann says, "But Mommy, they're here." And if you watch Poltergeist, another spoiler alert, she says they're here in the movie, and that's one of her famous lines. And so I just got a kick out of how that turned out. On the bottom I used some black ribbon, and then on the sides I have some black washi tape to kind of just square it off as a room. So love that. I have 2 spreads on this whole layout here, and I just want to show you one at a time. So this here is day 6, and it is 2-sentence scary stories. So she wanted you to write a 2-sentence scary story. And so I cut out this background from Vecteezy. Again, I'm using them. I keep talking about them. I'm not affiliated at all, but I just love their backgrounds. So this is like a whole town here with the moon. Love it. And so I, on the internet, found some pictures of the house from the monster movie. And this is the house as it normally is, and this is the house when it gets to be scary. So my 2-sentence scary story is, she died, but she didn't leave. And if you know, again, spoiler alert, in the movie, the wife died while the house was being built, and she actually became the house and basically a monster. And I love how that turned out. So underneath the porch here, I put my little tag for the week and did the prompts and my response there. Love that. Love, love, love it. And then on day 7, create a layout using one of your favorite dark themes and explain why this is your favorite style. I like Gothic style, but when I say that, I don't want you to think that I'm into goth or the dark Gothic style. So just know the difference. So what I call it is goth-like. I'm not, deeply into Gothic or anything like that. I like it, but goth-like. So what I did, I was doing some research on, see, this is why it takes me so long to create a spread, because I actually do research before I create the spread. And I go out and I find all these images to make it perfect. So anyways, I was doing some searching on Google to learn more about goth, and there is a bit of a light gothic theme out there. So when I was searching, I found that they considered the movie Coraline to be like Gothic, but a very light version. So I decided to do my layout Gothic light with Coraline themed. So I love that movie. I actually watched it twice this year. And so what I have here is a beautiful damask background with skulls in it. Love it. I can't remember where I got this paper, I would tell you. I cut out a chandelier in silver glitter paper and added it here. I hope you can see it. It's really pretty. And then I added some bat trim here from Joann's. I found the picture of Coraline's other mother and cut her out and put her here. And if you notice in her hands, she has some buttons. Those are real buttons. I added some lace here in the background. And then, so like this is another room, if you will. This could be the backyard or your neighbor. And then this is another room. Down here is the key to the small little door that's in the movie. And she says, "We've been waiting for you, Coraline." And then you open the door and you see Coraline. And over here is my writing. It's, I talk about the prompt. So I love how that turned out. Key to the door, and then just open it up. So on the back side of that, I just added a piece of decorative cardstock there. I wasn't sure if I was going to do anything here or not. But that is my first week of doing the October daily prompts for Pink Odd Bird. I really love doing layouts that are related to the movies that we watch, because you get your own interpretation. You get to pull out these specific areas in a movie that you like. So it's just really kind of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if I'm going to continue or what I'm going to do, but I did want to show you something else real quick. So if you followed me for a while, or you may have seen my personal journal videos, but this is the journal, you guys. Look how fat it is getting. It's so crazy. When I started, it was like this big. So in it, this may not be considered actually October daily, but I did do my daily Octobers journaling in my regular journal, and I thought maybe I might do another video of that. I don't want to do it in this one. It's probably getting kind of long. So anyways, that's going to be next. So I hope you enjoyed this. Even if you're not into Halloween, you can still get ideas of how to maybe do, December daily or just your own personal journal. So, well, that's it, everyone, and I hope you really like this. Let me know down below if you're participating in October Daily as well, and I'll see you next time.